Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. So we are Make a Wood Sign. We teach you guys how to make freehand wood signs, and today we're going to talk about router bits. How do you tell whether they're actually dull or sharp? Stick with us and we'll get into it. So we're going to go into 5 ways that you'll be able to tell whether your bits are dull. I want to preface this by saying that the true way that you will know is if you have a sharp bit, like either brand new or sharpened by me, and you have a sharp bit that you can compare to. And you want to make sure that you're using the same material. You don't want to use a sharp bit in cedar and then your potentially dull bit in oak. Use the same board. That's the kind of the preface of this whole thing. Then you'll know really whether your bits are dull or not, or whether it's just the material. All right, so the first way, and these aren't in any particular order, but there's 5 ways, and the first way is buildup. Build. Now, when you see your router bit and it's got a crust on it, or it might be from sap, it could be from any number of different things. If you're carving through paper, it might have some glue on it, whatever. If you've got buildup on that router bit, you have to get that off of there. Because what happens is that buildup causes more friction. More friction is heat, and that causes not only the bit to not flow through the wood, but it also causes the edge to dull faster. So this is one thing that I tell people over and over and over. Keep that buildup off your bit. How often do you want to clean your bits? Every time you use them. The next way is if you're getting burring, and what I mean by that is like a little burring on the surface of the board, or it could be down in the groove, but more, I think of it more to be on the surface of the board. And that doesn't necessarily mean your bit is dull, but that's one indication to say that your bit is dull. Or it might be an indication that you're going too deep with your router bit, like on the 60. If you go too deep where you run out of flute, then you're definitely going to get burning and burring at the surface. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if your bit is not too deep, but you're still getting burring on the surface of the board, that's another indication you might have a dull bit. So another indication is if you have been carving all this time and you're pretty good at holding a line, meaning you're able to follow the line that you want, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, you can't seem to hold that line. That could be an indication that your bit is dull. Not always, but it could be an indication. Now you want to also make sure that your base plate is sliding smooth and you've got that handled. But if you, and now here's another thing where we talked about having a sharp bit. So if you're having a tough time holding a line in a certain board, then take and put a brand new bit in and see if you can hold a better line with a brand new bit. That will tell you whether your old bit that you're using is dull or not. All right, so another way is more resistance.
Is that resistance? That's resistance.
Or what I call more resistance. I used to joke about if you get done with the sign and your forearms are on fire, burning, that means you're either holding too tight or your bit is dull and is harder to pull through the wood. So this comes into play mostly if you're carving really solid boards, like maybe oak, or cherry, or walnut, or exotics, stuff that maybe Purple Heart or whatever, stuff that is really, really hard, but not necessarily hard soft like pine or cedar. I'm talking about really solid boards. If you carve those, then you can really tell whether your resistance is more than what it should be. And again, test that against a brand new bit and then you'll really know. So the last one is, I saved this one for last because this one is, to me, is how I tell right off the bat whether a bit is dull. Now, if you were to look at the edge of a router bit under a microscope and it had a sharp edge, you would see it would be sharp right to the actual edge.
That's sharp, that's not both.
Sharp, boss.
But if it's dull, then it would look rounded over. And what I'm talking about, how you can see that through just what I use my cheaters, you know, like something like this, is you will see a very, very thin line right on the edge. And it'll maybe shiny right up to that, but right on the very edge, you'll have a little tiny shiny line. And sometimes, for me, I have to look at that through cheaters, through a magnifier in order to see it. You may be able to do it with the naked eye. But when you see that you see the shiny right on the flat, but then right on the edge, you see another really thin shiny line, that's an indication that that is rolled over if you were to look at it through a microscope. When I sharpen bits that you guys send back to me, that's the first thing I look for. So there you go. Okay guys, there's our 5 ways to tell when a router bit is dull. Now one thing again to take into account is at the end of this video you'll see a link that goes over to a video that we did several years ago, about 5 years ago, on how we keep our bits clean, and we also go into that last piece that I talked about on the dull edge, how you can see that ribbon right on the edge. But anyway guys, I hope this is helpful for you. This is a question that we get all the time. Literally, this is probably the most asked question that I get on a almost daily basis. So anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. In the description below will also be a link to that video I'm talking about cleaning, and then a link to all of our router bits. We love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.